Good day, everyone, from me, Andre Viljoen, bringing you this week's God Stories of Africa. Next year's general election in South Africa is historic because for the first time, independent candidates will be allowed to contest seats for the National Assembly. Christian Marketplace leader and chairman of the Independent Candidates Association, Dr. Michael Louis, has been waging a legal struggle for 6 years for this constitutional right, which he believes is key to offering jaded voters something different. On Monday, he learned that the Constitutional Court has dismissed an Independent Candidate Association challenge of the Electoral Amendment Act, which determines how candidates participate in the election. The court rejected the association's argument that the law restricts independent candidates by limiting their participation to 200 regional seats, while allowing political parties to contest 200 regional seats plus 200 compensatory seats, a total of 400 seats. Not one to give up easily, Louis says they respectfully accept the ConCourt's ruling, but continue to differ with the court. In an interview with the SABC, he said,
"The facts remain that an independent candidate has got very high thresholds to get a seat in Parliament. The facts still remain that a political party will need round about 45 to 50,000 votes to get a seat, while an independent candidate will need about 85 to 95,000 votes to get a seat. So we believe the ConCourt got it wrong. And what the effect of that is, and you're going to see it because it's going to happen, the facts are going to be is that an independent candidate with 67,000 votes will not get a seat in Parliament, while a political party with 43,000 votes will get a seat in Parliament. Those are the facts.
Yeah.
And we believe that that's unconstitutional and that will not pass constitutional muster. So I think post-election, it might be back to the courts.
He said the Independent Candidate Association will keep on fighting for democracy and that there is still much work for the courts and Parliament along the journey.
So we believe there's a lot that we need to grapple with, a lot that the courts need to grapple with, and that's why the electoral panel that the minister is going to announce soon, it's going to have another 2 years to revamp this Electoral Act. What happened with this historic judgment, it sort of puts stakes in the ground. How do you see proportional representation? How do you see compensatory seats? What is right, what is wrong, what is rational? And so we just have to walk this path.
In other news, Mighty Men Western Cape announced this week that men are invited to a Mighty Men conference from the 6th to the 8th of September next year at a new venue near Robertson. We are very excited. The Lord has provided us with a beautiful venue on a farm surrounded by mountains, right on the R62. So we can actually do something, said evangelist Johan van Tonder, who is heading up the team that will host next year's event, the first Mighty Men Western Cape Conference since 2019. More information about the event will be posted on the Mighty Men Western Cape Facebook page. Freedom of Religion South Africa has launched a campaign calling on South Africans to write to President Cyril Ramaphosa, urging him not to sign the controversial hate speech bill into law. Parliament passed the bill on Tuesday, and it is now on the President's desk. If he signs it, it will become a law which will directly impact citizens' right to religious freedom. 4SA says it is important to write to the President now, as Section 79(1) of the Constitution allows him to send the bill back to Parliament if he has concerns about whether it is constitutional or not. You can send your letter to the President on the Dear South Africa platform. The bill makes hate speech a criminal offence punishable with up to 5 years imprisonment, but defines hate speech very vaguely. It also leaves religious people open to being charged for hate speech for sharing their faith. The potential danger this poses to Bible-believing Christians is perhaps foreshadowed by news from the United Kingdom that close to a quarter of young British people said recently they would be open to banning the Bible if they believed its pages contained hate speech. Whitestone Insights, a polling group, surveyed 2,089 adults in the United Kingdom, asking them if they agreed with the following statement: "Unless the offending parts can be edited out, books containing what some perceive as hate speech should be banned from general sale, including, if necessary, religious texts such as the Bible." 23% of respondents between the ages of 18 and 34 were most likely to agree with the statement, followed by 17% of those ages 35 to 54 and 13% of those over the age of 55. And finally, on a more uplifting note, comes the news that the Jesus film, which has been translated into 2,100 languages, seen by 11 billion people, and led to 660 million decisions for Jesus, will be released in an animated version at movie theaters around the world in 2025. The goal of the cutting-edge animated film, to be known simply as Jesus, is to reach a new and younger generation with the good news of Jesus Christ. Well, that's a wrap for this week. Thank you so much for watching God's Stories of Africa. Now please like, share, subscribe and comment. It all helps to grow this channel and reach more people with God's stories. God bless you abundantly until we meet again.